Imagine growing up as a black girl in a small Ohio town during a time when the world wasn't always welcoming, yet rising to become the first African-American Miss Ohio USA, a star on TV's The NFL Today, and an actress in hit movies like Body and Soul. That's Jayne Kennedy's incredible story. A trailblazer who broke barriers in beauty pageants, sports broadcasting, and Hollywood. And now, in 2025, she's inspiring millions with her best-selling memoir, Plain Jayne. With a net worth of $2 million, awards like the NAACP Image Award, and a career that's made millions from films, TV, and fitness videos, Jayne is a true icon of strength and style. But how did she go from a tough start to living this amazing life? What's it like in her beautiful homes, and who's by her side through it all? Join us on the Celeb Insider for an exclusive look at Jayne Kennedy's 2025 lifestyle. Her stunning houses, her loving family, her cool cars, and the money she's earned. This is more than a peek into a celebrity's life. It's a celebration of a woman who's still shining bright. Let's dive in and see how Jayne made history while building a life full of love and purpose. Jayne's journey to fame started in a humble home with big challenges. Let's go back to her childhood to see how her family and early struggles shaped her into a star. Early life and struggles. Jayne Kennedy was born Jane Gill Harrison on October 27, 1951, in Washington, D.C., but grew up in Wickliffe, Ohio, a small working-class town near Cleveland. She was the oldest of 6 kids in a tight-knit family where money was tight, but love was everywhere. Her dad, Herbert Harrison, worked long hours as a factory machinist, coming home tired but always ready to support his kids. Her mom, Virginia Harrison, was a homemaker who also helped at community centers, teaching Jayne to stay strong and kind no matter what. They were Jehovah's Witnesses, so family time often meant Bible study and singing together, which kept them close even when times were tough. In the 1950s and 60s, Wickliffe wasn't an easy place for a black family. Racial tensions were high and opportunities were limited. The Harrisons lived in a small 2-bedroom house, where Jayne shared a room with her siblings, and meals were simple, like cornbread and greens, made with love. Growing up wasn't always smooth. At school, Jayne stood out with her bright smile and brains, but she faced prejudice. Some teachers didn't expect much from a black girl, and kids teased her for loving books and dreaming of being on stage. Money was a constant worry. Clothes were secondhand, and some Christmases were more about hugs than gifts. Jayne remembers one tough summer when her dad lost his job, and the family worried about losing their home. She'd escaped to a nearby lake, splashing in the water and dreaming of a bigger world. Another hard moment was when she entered a local talent show and overheard judges whisper that a black girl couldn't win, which hurt but made her work harder. She practiced her speeches and dance moves in her tiny bedroom, using a hairbrush as a pretend microphone. Her family was her rock. Her dad taught her to keep going, saying, "You show up every day, no matter what." Her mom showed her how to help others, even when you don't have much. Jayne's brothers and sisters were her biggest fans, cheering her on during pretend pageants in their living room. Those moments built her confidence. In high school, she got a big break when she was picked for a national leadership program called Girls Nation, which took her to Washington, D.C. to meet important people. It was a glimpse of what she could achieve, but it wasn't easy. Some people in the program made her feel like she didn't belong because of her race. Jayne also helped her family through tough times, like when her dad got sick from factory work, organizing bake sales to raise money. These challenges, money struggles, prejudice, and family worries didn't stop her. They made her stronger, ready to chase her dreams. With her family's love and her own determination, Jayne turned her small-town dreams into a big career. Let's explore how she broke into showbiz and became a household name. Career journey. Jayne Kennedy's career took off when she was just 18, entering the Miss Ohio USA pageant in 1970. It was a bold move for a black girl in a mostly white competition, but Jayne won, becoming the first African-American Miss Ohio USA. That crown got her to the Miss USA pageant, where she made the top 10 and caught the eye of modeling agencies. She started doing local ads in Cleveland, her smile lighting up billboards and magazines. That win showed me I could do anything, she says. In 1971, Jayne moved to Los Angeles with her first husband, Leon Isaac Kennedy, an actor and DJ, to chase bigger dreams. Her first acting job was in 1973, playing a small part in a quirky movie called Group Marriage. She kept going, landing roles in action films like The Mothers in 1976, where she played a tough motorcycle rider, and Fighting Mad, showing off her grit. These movies made her a star in the blaxploitation genre, where black actors were finally getting big roles. Her biggest break came in 1978 when she joined the NFL Today on CBS, becoming the first black woman to co-host a major sports show. She interviewed huge names like Muhammad Ali, bringing charm and smarts to the screen, and stayed for 3 years, earning an Emmy nomination in 1980 for another show, Speak Up America. Jayne's career kept growing. In 1981, she starred in Body and Soul, a boxing movie with Leon, which made millions and won her an NECP Image Award for Best Actress. She danced on Rowan and Martin's Laugh In, toured with Bob Hope to entertain soldiers, and became a spokesperson for Coca-Cola, who called her the most admired black woman in America. She also produced a stage show called The Journey of the African American, earning another NEACP nod. Her face was everywhere, on covers of Ebony, Jet, and Essence, who later named her one of the 30 most beautiful black women in history. In the 90s, Jayne started her own fitness video series, which sold thousands of copies and inspired women to get healthy. She kept acting in movies like Death Force and popped up on shows like The Love Boat. In 2025, her memoir, Plain Jayne, is a bestseller, sharing her life's ups and downs and inspiring young people in TV and film. With awards, TV deals, and a career that's touched millions, Jayne's shown that one woman can change the game with talent and heart. Jayne's career made her a legend, but her lifestyle today shows how she enjoys her success. Let's take a tour of her beautiful homes, where she lives, creates, and spends time with her family. Real estates. The Malibu Coastal Retreat. Jayne's favorite getaway is her $3 million beach house in Malibu, California, bought in 2010 and now worth $4 million because of its amazing location. It's in a quiet part of Malibu called Colony Cove, right by the ocean, with waves crashing like music. The house is 2,500 square feet, with a cozy Cape Cod style, gray shingles, a big porch, and a fence covered in jasmine flowers. Jayne bought it after some tough times to find peace, and it's where she wrote parts of her memoir. The ocean calms my soul, she says. Inside, the house is bright and open, with white walls and big windows that show off the sea. The living room has a stone fireplace, perfect for chilly nights, with shelves holding her awards and family photos, like one from her daughter Cheyenne's wedding. The kitchen is great for cooking, with a shiny marble counter, a big stove for making her famous seafood dishes, and a pantry full of old cookbooks she loves. There are 3 bedrooms. Jayne's room has a deck for morning yoga, a huge tub for relaxing, and a shower with a beachy vibe. Her office, where she wrote Plain Jayne, looks out at the water, with a desk covered in notes and seashells. The other bedrooms are for guests, like her daughters or grandkids, with comfy beds and soft colors. The backyard is like a dream. A wooden deck leads to a hot tub by the ocean, chairs around a fire pit for telling stories, and a grassy area where her daughter Zaire takes photos. There's a small guest house for visitors, like her ex-husband Leon when he stops by to see Cheyenne. The house is eco-friendly, with solar panels and plants that don't need much water, showing Jayne's love for the planet. This $4 million home is her place to relax, think, and feel free. The Beverly Hills Blended Haven. When Jayne wants to be with her family, she heads to her $2.5 million house in Beverly Hills, bought in 1995 and now worth $3.5 million. It's in Trousdale Estates, a fancy neighborhood with celebrity neighbors, but the house feels warm and welcoming. The one-story, 2,800 square foot home has a flat roof and big windows, with a modern style that's still cozy, surrounded by olive trees and a stone path to the front door. Inside, the house is made for family time. The living room has shiny floors and a fireplace, with comfy couches for movie nights with her grandkids. The kitchen has a huge island where Jayne makes breakfast, fancy appliances for cooking big meals, and a sunny spot for morning coffee. The 4 bedrooms are perfect for everyone. Jayne's room has a private courtyard with roses, a big closet for her dresses, and a bathroom with a deep tub and a steam shower. Her daughters have their own spaces. Cheyenne's old room is now a guest room with family pictures. Savannah's has a sewing machine for her fashion projects, and Zaire's is set up for yoga and art. Her husband Bill has a room with his saxophone and old scripts. The backyard is great for parties, with a pool for swimming, a pizza oven for fun dinners, and a small golf area where Bill teaches the kids to play. There are fruit trees, lemons, and figs for fresh snacks, and the house has smart lights and music that Jayne controls with her phone. This $3.5 million home is where Jayne brings her family together, making new memories in a place full of love. The Wycliffe Wellness Villa. Jayne's third home is in her hometown of Wycliffe, Ohio, a $1.8 million house she fixed up in 2015, now worth $2,200,000. It's a 3,000-square-foot colonial-style house on a big lot, with white walls, black shutters, and a yard full of flowers that remind her of childhood. She bought it to stay connected to her roots, and it's where she feels closest to her parents' memory. The house feels like a warm hug, with wooden floors and a living room where Jayne plays the piano for her family. The kitchen has a big table for dinners with her siblings, a fancy stove for cooking her mom's recipes, and a sink with a view of the backyard. There are 5 bedrooms. Jayne's has a small fireplace and a porch for reading, with a bathroom that has a jet tub for relaxing. Her siblings' old rooms are now for guests, with cozy beds and family photos. The kids' rooms have fun touches, like glow-in-the-dark stars on the ceiling. The basement has a game room with a pool table and a gym, where Jayne does her famous workout moves. Outside, there's a pond with fish, a gazebo for tea parties, and a garden where Jayne grows herbs for cooking. The house is eco-friendly, with solar power and a system to save water. This $2,200,000 home is Jayne's way of honoring where she came from while making new memories with her family. Jayne's homes are beautiful, but her cars are just as special, showing her love for style and the environment. Let's check out what's in her garage. Car collection. Jayne Kennedy doesn't go for flashy cars like some celebrities. Her 4 cars, worth less than $500,000 total, are a mix of classic style and modern eco-friendly designs. They show she cares about looking good while being kind to the planet. Topping the list is the Bentley Continental GT, a $250,000 stunner that Jayne added to her collection after her memoir, Plain Jane, hit the shelves and soared. It was her way of toasting a comeback, a sleek companion for those reflective drives through the hills where she sorts through old scripts and new dreams. Imagine her easing onto the highway post-book tour, the engine's hum matching the rhythm of her thoughts. Smooth, powerful, and full of promise. This Bentley's not just wheels, it's her symbol of reinvention, the kind of ride that whispers, "I've earned this view." Whether zipping to a speaking gig or stealing a moment alone, it carries the weight of her pioneering spirit, turning every mile into a chapter of quiet triumph. Coming in at number 2 is the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, priced at $120,000, the ultimate comfort cruiser Jayne picked up during a family milestone celebration. It's the car she turns to for those long hauls with loved ones, like road trips that weave stories and laughter across state lines. Picture her at the wheel after a day of philanthropy work, the cabin enveloping her in that effortless luxury she deserves. Plush enough for deep talks, reliable for whatever the road throws. Jayne's shared how it feels like a mobile sanctuary, a place to recharge amid life's curveballs. This S-Class embodies your balanced world, elegant poise for the spotlight moments, but grounded enough for the real, heartfelt ones that keep her centered. Wrapping up the trio is the Lexus RX, Jayne's $60,000 daily driver that's been her trusty sidekick since her fragrance line launched. She grabbed it as a practical upgrade for errands and quick getaways, the kind of vehicle that handles city chaos with ease while still feeling special. Think of her navigating studio lots, or heading to a casual meetup with friends, where it's steady griplets, her focus on the fun ahead. It's the understated hero in her lineup, proof that luxury can be approachable. Tough for tough days, smooth for the smooth ones. In 2025, with her businesses buzzing, this RX keeps her moving forward. A reminder that the best rides are the ones that just get you there. Ready for whatever's next? Jayne's homes and cars are awesome, but her family and personal life are what make her shine. Let's look at the people and moments that mean the most to her. Personal life. Jayne Kennedy, Overton's life in 2025, is full of love and purpose. At 73, she's a mom and grandma first, a star second, and someone who always stands up for what's right. Her days are about her kids, facing challenges with grace and helping others, all while staying true to herself. Jayne's biggest joy is her family, her 4 daughters and her grandkids. Her oldest, Cheyenne Overton, born in 1982 with her first husband, Leon Isaac Kennedy, is 33 and works in tech, helping make the world fairer. Jayne and Cheyenne are close, going on trips together and talking about life. "Cheyenne's my rock," Jayne says, proud of her daughter's college graduation in 2022. Savannah Ree Overton, born in 1985, is 39 and a filmmaker who makes movies about women's stories. She and Jayne love hiking in Beverly Hills and working on creative ideas together. Savannah's film at Sundance in 2024 made Jayne cry with pride. "She's got my heart and her own vision," Jayne says. Copper Joy Overton, born in 1989, is 36 and runs a yoga business, teaching kids to stay healthy. She and Jayne do yoga by the beach in Malibu, and Copper's big speech in 2023 had Jayne cheering loud. "Copper's my inspiration," she says. Zaire Olyea Overton, born in 1995, is 29 and makes videos about fairness and art. She and Jayne walk in Wycliffe, sharing stories, and Zaire's art show in 2025 made Jayne so proud. "She's my creative spark," Jayne says. Jayne's been married to Bill Overton since 1985, and they're still strong, laughing together and raising their girls. She also stays friendly with Leon, co-parenting Cheyenne with phone calls and visits. Her grandkids bring her joy, and she loves reading to them or playing in the backyard. Jayne's faced some big challenges. In 1982, a private video from her marriage to Leon was leaked, making headlines and hurting her career. People judged her harshly, but she stayed strong, going to therapy and writing about it in Plain Jane to help others. "It was tough, but I came back stronger," she says. In 1980, CBS let her go from the NFL Today, saying she didn't fit, but Jayne knew it was about her race. She spoke out and moved on to new shows, proving them wrong. She also battled a health issue called endometriosis for years, which was painful and stopped her from having more kids. Instead of giving up, she made fitness videos to help other women feel strong. Jayne always faces tough times with honesty and keeps moving forward. Jayne never forgets where she came from. She started the Jayne Kennedy Overton Foundation in 1990 to help kids go to college and learn about health. In 2025, she's working with Essence to teach young girls confidence, inspired by her own pageant days. After losing her mom, she started online groups to help people heal through talking and laughter. She supports equal rights, joining her daughter Copper at Pride events and speaking out against unfairness. Her life is just like her work, real, kind, and inspiring. Jayne's family and values are her heart, but her hard work has built her wealth. Let's see how she's made her money and what it's worth today. Income and net worth. Jayne Kennedy, Overton's net worth in 2025 is $2 million, earned through a career full of acting, TV, fitness videos, and her new memoir. She's made about $10 million over the years, and she's smart about keeping her money growing. Acting was a big earner. She made $200,000 for Body and Soul in 1981, plus more when it did well in theaters. The Mothers brought in $100,000, and smaller roles added up too. Her memoir, Plain Jane, is making $200,000 in 2025 from book sales and talks, and she earns $100,000 from magazine deals with Essence. Her time on the NFL Today paid well, and reruns still bring in $50,000 a year. Laugh-In and other TV shows add $20,000. Her fitness videos from the 90s are still popular online, earning $50,000. She also runs workshops and events through her foundation, making $100,000. And her fragrance line brings in $200,000 a year. Jayne makes money from ads, like $100,000 a year from Coca-Cola deals and $10,000 from social media posts. Her homes make money too. Her Malibu house gains $100,000 in value each year, and Beverly Hills adds $50,000. She invests in charities and green projects, earning $50,000. She spends on her homes and family, but gives $50,000 to help others, keeping her $2 million net worth balanced. Jayne's money lets her live well, but her heart makes her special. Let's wrap up with why her story inspires us all. Jayne Kennedy, Overton's life in 2025, is a story of overcoming challenges and shining bright. From a small town in Ohio to a net worth of $2 million, she's built a legacy with her talent and heart. Her homes in Malibu, Beverly Hills, and Wickliffe are where she makes memories with her daughters, Cheyenne, Savannah, Copper, and Zaire, and her grandkids. Her cars show her style and care for the planet. Through tough times, Jayne stays strong, using her voice to help others. As her memoir inspires and her charity work grows, Jayne's story is far from over. It's a legacy of love and strength. If you loved this look at Jayne Kennedy's life, hit the like button and subscribe to the Celeb Insider for more celebrity stories. Tell us in the comments who you want us to cover next. Another trailblazer or someone new? Share this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep shining!